Mr. Blue. I clear the now, you so beguiled, even though you act so vile. And two sets stone cold style. These are my rules, my skeleton crew, a little strange, but so are you. Don't you wanna be a monster too?
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
Hello, everybody. Today is the day that we're going to be working on our Monster High makeup. Just like I said, before we get into all of this makeup deal and everything, I just want to say who I am. I'm your host, Paula Abdul-Sutton Sr. And as you can see, I'm melanated. I am a brown skinned tan girl of Native American ancestry. But my main thing is to strive to make sure that, you know, who I am and what we are going to be doing today. And we're going to get into all of these different products and stuff like that. I took pictures of a lot of products that, was working with, but I also want to make sure that you remember how to be able to get good skincare. This is personal care, okay? Vitamin E, for when you try to do the best you can to moisturize your skin. You want to keep that in mind. Or anti-wrinkle cream could be good when you're over the age of 25, 30, whatever, to be able to use and put into your skin, just keep your skin moisturized. And I just want to say that and keep that in mind. The products we're going to be using are very simple products. As you can see, I put together, and you can cut your own wedgies, and you can make your own wedgies here. You can create your own wedgies. If you don't have makeup sponges or makeup wedgies, you can always create your own, okay? Knowing that all you need is just some scissors, literally, and some sponge. And you can cut them into different ways that you can be able to help to use to be able to spread your makeup if you don't have money to get a whole lot of different products. And all you need to be able to create a makeup sponge is have a sponge and literally start to cut it the way that you want. All you do is just cut it. Really simple. And create a small little piece of a sponge that you can use. And that's real simple. You can cut them however you need to. Really simple. And there you are. You have a makeup small little wedge that you can use excuse me, to be able to be able to spread your makeup if you choose to. So that's just an interesting little way that you can do it. Know that makeup wedges can come into all sizes. You can be bought, they can be small, they can be little, they can be all different sizes. When you buy makeup wedges, you buy them and they're little sponges like this. You didn't know what these were. This is what they are, and they're also good to help spread makeup and do it as well if you don't have, your foundation brushes and things like that. You can always have fan brushes that are smaller. You can find them in smaller versions. They don't all the time have to be really extremely big like this. They can also be very small like this. So, these are just little tools and tips that I just put in here and there while I'm going on to do the makeup. So we're going to get into doing the Monster High makeup and the design that I came up with for you. I also took some pictures of some other costumes and different ideas that you could come up with and you could be able to work with. To get an idea of what you can do with putting the outfit together by putting a black skirt, a black top, whether it ties around the back or whether you have a nice little t-shirt and a cute pair of heels, and you can do that with your little makeup and your little wigs or whatever and all that, because it's literally you making it all up. But today I want to teach you a trick of how to spread the makeup if you don't have any foundations, brushes and things like that. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get for this, I'm gonna get some blemish control, and I'm going to take and I'm going to use my London Rimmel spread for the makeup in areas where I might have a little problem with you know, because I'm having a little problem with some pimple issues or whatever, you know, and every now and then, you know, stars are human too, so we have problems sometimes with that problem too. And we also gonna be working with our 24-hour Santee stay. Okay, but before we do that, I'm going to do some moisturizing for my skin, okay, and prepping. And what I want to do is I just want to take this personal care vitamin E and use it and take it. Just a little tiny bit of it. Don't need much. And then rub it in the areas that I may need to do a little moisturizing for this makeup look. You can do just prepare your skin too. Also, just like using your just going in here, get a little tiny bit of that out, just a little bit, and rub it into your skin, and that'll help prepare and prep your skin to get it right, so it can be moisturized and stuff before you start to put on foundations and liquid foundations and things like that. Now, when you're working with liquid foundations, you notice that you can always have a sponge or a very small, tiny little brush where you can lay things in where you just only want a little tiny bit of concealer to be able to work with something. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to take the no blemish right here, okay? And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to get a very small amount, just a little tiny bit of this no blemish, and put it in the areas where I really need it, where I'm having little problems with a few little blemishes. And what you do is you just kind of like pat those in. And this is when you just doing a spot. Okay, if you just have a little area and that little spot is a little problem, then what you do is, what I'm saying with the makeup sponges or whatever, and you just kind of like pat it in, just kind of, you know, kind of, that's what they use for. And you do it like this when you having a little tiny bit of a problem with a blemish, okay, just in the area, you know, where you just don't want to, you know, everybody to really pay a really big attention to that area or whatever. So this is what we're doing, okay. And if I have any issues, this is you seeing how I do it, okay. I'm showing you my technique, the way I do it, how Paula do it, okay. If I have a problem with issues, and yes, I have had problems with issues before, but I don't let it bother me, okay. Sometimes there's little areas that I may have to conceal, and you can see I'm still human too, okay. I have so perfect skin that it can't be blemished, that it can't get, you know, a pimple, or can't get, you know, other little issues that might come up. And so every rarely it happens, but it does. And so that's how you can use a makeup sponge to be able to help you with those areas where you may have a little problem with, and a little issue going on with your skin. And that's simple as it is to be able to use a no blemish. And I used it just like how you would use a concealer, pretty much in general. And also, what we're going to do right here is I want to just go directly into what I want to do. But first, I want to take my 24-hour stay to this time, and I'm going to give myself a lightweight makeup. I can see that there's just a little bit of the dot on there. I don't want to take too much. And what I want to do is today, in order to get me a quick spread. Well, I won't, because I don't want to take extremely long time to be doing the makeup. I'm going to get my kabuki brush and kind of blend that in there. I'll just pat it on my hand, and then I'm starting to take, and I'm going to get my light areas in here because I do need to do still a little bit of concealing for my situation. So this is the 24-hour stay, and this is how I'm blending it in to be able to help it, because I'm having a little problem, a little issue with blemishes today. But yes, still in the spirit of it, and what I want to do, what I'm striving to do, is to give the skin a soft, natural, dewy glow, but not making the skin look overwhelmed. So I wanted to have a glow, literally, and that's pretty much all I'm striving for. This time, meaning I don't want an extremely heavy coverage, and this is why I'm using the 24-hour coverage. I'm doing it one dot pretty much at a time, just for the once, and that's pretty much all I'm trying to get out of it. I'm not getting a heavy, just dotting. I'm not getting a heavy coverage here. It's gonna be some color going on here, but it's it's a very thin layer. I don't just want to keep piling layer after layer after layer of makeup on. Okay. And so this is a thin, extremely thin layer here. Okay. And by me putting on the moisturizer first, it's gonna thin out really thin, like seriously thin out any it's not, the makeup is not gonna look as thick and not gonna look as full because the moisturization is going. And this is another way to be able to create a doll look without having to have so much extra color. So thin out a lot of the color. It was not hardly that much. And so this is like a very, 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 very nice look to do. And we want to do that. Now I'm gonna take just the one dot of my Lime Rainbow. And with my Lime Rainbow, what I want to do is you can either take your makeup sponge, or you can take the tip of your brush. If you want to use your makeup sponge, it's fine. You still do the same thing that you would do if you was using a brush. And I want to get these under eye areas right here, and just in the eye areas where the eye might look a little bit where it might not, the color might not pick up. Okay, so this is what I'm doing to get this going. I want to get it in there, and the reason why I want to do this is because I don't want my skin pigment colors to kind of mess up my what I'm doing with my makeup. That's what I want to do. So this is what I'm trying to strive to get. I'm going all the way around the eye with this for my situation. Others may not. Okay, but I do this in order to get the colors into the skin where I really, really want it. Where the areas was really, really, really bad in those little blemish areas, I'm just going to kind of get the little areas where it might be a little dark circle. It might be a few little dark marks here and there. Everybody know their face. So you want to get those areas where the little dark circles, little dark marks be happening. Okay, and just make sure that those areas are covered. This is mainly only like an area, like to be able to camouflage whatever little problems and problems might be happening with the face, nose, lips, and stuff like that, and everything. And this is what that is doing. Okay, for older kids that may need that work, do it. And also use your makeup sponge. You can do that with your makeup sponge too. Okay. And so know that that is an option, and that you can also do the same thing and get a really good blend with the sponge. As you can see, makeup sponges, invest in those, or like I said, you can create your own, and still you can get a good spread. For the people who didn't know that, now you do. For the people who do know that, great. Okay, this is another way to spread in and get makeup into your face. Okay, without, even if you don't have the foundation brushes, that's another way also to do it. And you can see that with the sponge, I'm not even using a mirror, I'm just using a camera. I'm still getting a good spread going on here. in the eye, around the eye. Okay, so you see it with your own eyes what the sponge is doing. The sponge is taking and it's giving you just as good of coverage as what you would get if you had a brush. Okay, so know that that's an option for the ones who are trying to save money and may not be willing to spend a lot of money on a whole lot of extra brushes and makeup brushes and products. Okay, knowing that and keep that in mind, that that's a convenient way to be able to spread makeups and everything or whatever. Like I said, just take you a piece of sponge and just cut it and then make them smaller pieces, and you can use that in order to be able to spread your makeup. Okay, so now that we got the makeup spread it and I got my face pretty much prepped the way I want to, I'm going to hit still, like I always say, you know, I'm always moving quickly when I'm doing makeup. I don't take an extremely long time to put things together and put makeup together because you know, these videos could be time consuming and you don't have a lot of time. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to be using our glitters today. You see them at the bottom. Okay, and then this is coming from the ClassyEncounters.com palette. Classy Encounters. We're going to be using that palette today. We're going to be using our Amuse palette as well to get some colors out of it. We done already done this one before. This is the Amuse palette. Okay, the same one we got the blues for Supergirl. And some other little colors we're going to be using from that. We're going to be getting some colors, some interesting fun colors out of this blush palette from C'est La Vie. Okay, just to get the colors that we need to get. And we're going to be using some cool lashes coming out this packet I got for Wish. Okay, possibly these, but you know, you can use any, like I said, when it comes to lashes, you can use design the lashes that you want to get the look you want, but to get the doll look we're trying to get today, that's what we're going to be doing. So, now we're going to just go on in to try to get the colors and stuff that we want into our face, and we're going to do that immediately. And this is a design I don't share with everybody all the time, but it is a way that I actually do makeup, and it's a secret. And I'm using my makeup brushes today to get the colors out of them. Brand new. And what I want to do is to get a fun look, because I'm going to be using my Linen Sky wig with the blonde and the blue in it, green in it, and all that stuff. I'm going to be taking some colors and making those the core colors to be able to get out. My core colors I'm going to be using is this dark pink as a shadow instead of a blush. Then I'm going to be using this orange in my eye instead of a blush. Okay, instead of using it as a blush, I'm going to be using it as a color that I want to put in my eye. This other color, the other colors that I'm going to be using are to make the colors, those colors pop real good, is, once again, I'm going into this blue and I'm taking that color and I'm going to get something out of that blue. And so I'm taking that color, and then the other color that I'm going to take is, I'm going to take this gray. So I'm getting them on my thing, so you know. Okay. And then for the brow bone, there, that is kind of like my last little area. I'm going to take this white. After, I'm not putting glitter on it yet. Glitter come later. Okay. We'll get to that later. Okay. And then we'll get to white, and we'll get to the eyebrows and those other different ones. For the eyebrow, we take in, since it's a blonde color, I'm going to mix that, and I'll show you how I'm doing that. And that's to take a dark brown and mix it with a little bit of black, and then that'll kind of help that black become what it needs to do, but we're not getting to that right now. Okay, now that I got the colors that I need, the very first color that I'm gonna start with is the light color. And this light color I want to work with. I'm gonna get in my hand here, mirror. The light color that I want to work, the very first color I want to work with is, and I'm gonna lay this in different, is I'm gonna take the pink, and what I want to do is I'm gonna pat it in. This time I'm not gonna do a window wiping thing. I'm just gonna pat it right into the area that I want it. And once I pat it into the area I want it, I laid in my first color. Okay. To get it even, just do one at a time. Okay. Now, once I do that, then I'm going to take my other lighter paint, and I'm going to try to fade out, but I'm going to go to the end of the eye here. Okay, and all I'm doing is patting that color in, but I'm not blending, at least not yet. Okay, now once I take and I blend it in and I get that little color on the edge where I want it, then I'm going to take my blue color. And then I'm going to take that blue and I'm put the blue right in the middle. Okay, so that is creating a different effect right there. Okay, and we're going to take it and once again, look at that blue. And those, I'm just patting it in. Right into the middle of where those colors are. Okay, just barely patting them in there. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Getting a deeper blue in there. And then once I get finished doing that, then I'm going to take the color that I had that was gray. This one, let me see. One at the end right here, this kind of deep dark gray silver color here, and I'm going to use it to line finally over where I want. And go into that and give that color its color. Okay, so I did a dark pink here, a blue, a light pink there. Okay, and now I'm going to take that light pink, and once I take that light pink, now I'm going to get a little bit of this pink and lighter pink up under the eye. Because I want to make the eye look flushed a little bit more. And once I take it, I do that. Then I want to take that gray and go up under the eye. If I have to go back in there, I will do it again. Okay, and that's what I'm doing in order to be able to get that effect that I want into the eye. Okay, and once I do that, then I want to take and close it off. Pat it in. close it off, and then do my windshield wipe and the arrow for the brow. That's what I'm doing. This is my contouring area here. Okay, so I got 3 different colors into the eye. Then I'm going to take and get some more of that blue that's here. And go over that black a little bit more to deepen this and get a blue going on in here. And a blue here. Okay, so get that kind of to work with it. You may want to even go up to dark way up here too. You can. You can smooth it if you feel like that you want to smooth it a little bit more. Just up there a little. The blue. That's the blue. Now, once you get all of these colors that's in your eye, then what you want to do is take the last color, that last little white, and you want to get the white. Every time you want to bring out your eye, you put a little bit of that white, and you just kind of let the white kind of go up under that little gray. That's only to get the eye to pop, get a pop effect. When people wonder sometimes how people do that. And then now we're going to finally put the white at the ends here. Add a lot of color there. And then you get an eclectic look like that. These are interesting things that you can do with your shadows. You know, people try to tell you it's a right or wrong. There is no right or wrong to be able to create the look you want. Now, once I get finished doing that, I'm going to take and go into the darkest here, and the darkest brown on this palette, and mix it with a black like that. To keep it from being too dark, your eyebrow from being too dark, you put a little brown first. Then you create the brow that you want. This is keeping it from getting too dark. You don't want an extremely dark brow. This is making your makeup look festive. To get the look that you want to get. For a doll look. Like, take for example, you was doing a music video and you was doing your own little photo shoot and you was doing your little Monster High pageant routine or whatever. Create your own look. And so they're just making it. Notice the eyebrow ain't as dark. Very good. And that's how you do it, getting the colors in there that you want to with that. Okay. But once you do that, to keep it looking young looking, you take a color that you really want, and you may want to use your fingers, and then again, you may not want to, but it depends on what you're trying to do with it. You can also use other different methods to be able to get glitter into your eyes. Now, since the glitter, okay, is done with a lot of reds and a lot of blues and things like that, in order to be able to keep on seeing what you need to see with that, you want to find like a silver or whatever, and then you want to kind of pat those colors in, you know. So that's how you take in your glow. And what we did was we took this silver here, and after we got finished putting it in, we lightly patted it on into the brow. That's how you get the glitter into your eye. Okay, you can also get glitter going into the skin. I just take a little bit and just kind of like, and that's how you get a kind of shimmy effect going on with glitter into the skin. Okay, I can also take a little bit of this gold glitter as well, and I can shimmer that in there too. That's just for people who they ain't never really use glitter to create and get a look that you want to get out of it. You just kind of go on into the skin, and you can do that too. That's another way to get a little glow too. Most people don't do that, but you can. Okay, and so now we know how to use glitters. You can use a little sponge or you can use your fingers. Okay, it's either way it goes. You get the glitter in there however you can. Okay. So once you get the glitter into your skin and you got a little bit of stuff like that, you kind of like take it like that, or you can take a little fan brush or whatever and kind of just brush and make sure it's in there like you want it. Okay, if you feel like that you put too much in your eyes or whatever, you can brush it off. If you feel like that you got just the right amount, then you just go ahead on and leave it like that. But that's how you getting glitter into the eye where you want it. Okay, where you want it, but not to the point where it's so overwhelming that it's like literally taken from the makeup. Okay, now once you do that, the last thing to do is take those light pinks, and this time we're going to do a little something first. Because first we're going to take this pink, and we're going to wipe it lightly into the skin. We just want to lightly wipe this pink here at the end. It's elevate, and we want to lightly applying blush into your glitter. And so you just want to take a light patting effect. You kind of blended it, and you're gonna get extremely like hardly no It don't even have to look like that you got blush on at all, but it's giving a certain effect. And so that's the effect that you want to get. You can also take a little pink and stuff and then kind of go up under that a little bit. But this is a smaller blush, so you're not gonna get much from it. Okay, and after you do that, that's it. This is how you get an extremely light effect going on here with hardly none. Okay, so you just kind of like pat. Okay, you don't do a lot of pulling through. You just kind of lightly, and then once you get finished, you just kind of brush it over the lip. That's how you do that. Okay, now when it comes to color for lips and sheer colors that you want to do for the lips, whatever, simple technique to be able to get color into the lips. Crayon. This is like an eyeshadow stick, but that eyeshadow stick this is called Rich Honest Cosmetics or whatever, but it's a lip. Taking that lip crayon and that's how I'm getting my color into my lips. And once I take and I get the color into my lip that I want, then all I got to do then is do my eyelashes. And the one that I feel that looks more like a doll out of all of them, these are the pack right here. These are look real full, but these right here that's sparsely done are the main ones. So I'm taking from this side, these lashes, because the ones that look like it's one and the thick one and it's one and the thick one is the ones that look very much doll-like. Okay, and so that's the reason why I chose those. Okay, and so now we're going to apply the lashes. I notice I used the back of my brush to put, like I showed you. I didn't pour it, I just did a little dip like that to get a little tiny bit of that last glue. Then I applied the glue onto the lash. Notice I didn't cut them. I applied it onto the lash. This time I'm not going to use this glue sparingly because I need to make sure that it holds. Now, doing lashes on the camera is kind of difficult. You might want to take and bend it a little tiny bit so that it can kind of hold on to the eye a little bit. This is why people do that. They don't tell you why, but your eyes have a bend to it. And this is what you use it in order to get it to bend a little bit, to curve a little more so that you can get it onto your eye. There's reasons why people do that. then you apply your lash. You notice these lashes are extremely long. Okay. And this is going to give that clown effect or doll effect. If your eyelash, if your lash kind of push down, you got to kind of go up under there and kind of push up a little bit to keep it on there. Now it's time to play the second lash. If you need your hair brush, use it. And I might need to I'm gonna have to kind of adjust this. So I'm rolling it back and forth, side to side this way, because I'm bending it so I can get a bend going in it. So because my eyes have a bend, and the lash is a little too straight when they come out the package, so I can get it to bend and curl a little more, so I can create a little more curve going to it. And then after that, I'm laying it on. To the lid. And once you lay it on to the lid, it's still not done because you see some of it is lifting. So the rest of it you just take and you lightly, and just pat it. That's your eye, so you want to just poke. You just lightly press onto the lid. And now you see how the colors is coming through there. You see the pink, you see the blue, you see all this stuff. That's what I'm talking about. You kind of press, like you're trying to press it to your lash a little bit. And this is a different version of a doll look that you can do. Now you notice how it was going on with the eyelashes. Look at the way those things are going. Even without putting in mascara, they still look good. Now the last thing that we have to do, and that we must do to end this video, kind of disorientated here. Okay, I need to get my liners. That's what I'm going to do right now, so I can line this and you can get an idea of what in fact is going to happen once you line it. I think that should all be done on camera so people can see it. We're going to put our mascara on the lower lash. Just to balance it. So your hairs, the lashes are dark up here. We just want to darken eyelashes a little bit. And I'm using the Super Hero. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's called Super Hero. I'm using that as a mascara. I'll put a little bit of that gel into the brow. That way, when you see any steps, you can see this is how people is going through these steps to be able to do it. So there is no confusion of how this thing is done. Okay, this is makeup, but these are makeup that's happening with makeup. This doesn't have anything to do with some person's nationality. It's a way that the makeup is applied onto the face, just getting the look that you're seeing on camera, as I said before, when you're seeing movies and music videos and things like that. So this has confused people for a lot of years because many people do not understand makeup. Okay. And what it really can do. Now, this is a pink lipstick. Okay, that pink going over that. Not red. That's a dark, hot pink lipstick that we'll put in there after the crayon was done. It's going with the pink on the lips. So, you know, you see that. So this is a confusion that have confused thousands of people, thousands upon thousands. Notice that this makeup also has like glossy gloss on the end. It's dual. It's lipstick here, it's gloss there. And so that's giving that effect. And the last thing you want to do is line your eyes. This is the last thing. This is your last step. And once you take it, you get finished putting that liner, the liquid liner that you line into your eyes. Then after that, you're done. Okay. Now you can also do an alternate. If you don't want to do a liquid liner with a black, you can also take it, do a liquid liner with a silver. Now, I don't use silver liners all the time, but I'm going to show you the effect of what happens when you do a silver liner. Okay, now how a silver liner work is if you already put silver here, you put silver there, then you want to go over the eye and lay in some of that silver on to what you did with the powders to lead into the lower lash there. And you can do that with a pencil. Okay. Many people, the only thing they know how to use is the pencil, so if they see you using anything else, they think, oh, well, so she don't know how to do her makeup with it. It's many different ways to line eye, and many different ways to do things. Everybody don't use pencils. Some people use liner, some people use liquid, some people don't. Okay, but this is what you're doing to line it. But you won't go going all the way completely out. Nobody can really see it that well. Because that's good, and that works on the if you just want to add some more color and a big pop of color onto the end and pull that out into whatever color that you want to do, and that will like bring a lot of color going into the inner corner and the inner eye to get the color that you want. And that's a boost of color that you can get from using that. You can also use the silver to line into the eyes, line into the lips. To do it just to highlight that area. But that's how you use a silver to get that effect. And you see the silver there instead of using the black. Okay, so that can also be done in case you don't have your black liner, or you just want to try to do something else, which is also an alternate. Don't mean you have to do it like that, but that was done just so people can be able to see how that works and how it operates when you are doing your makeup. Okay. Get a hold of my liners though. Okay, now that's the way you do that look when you're going to do it like that. What is going on here? Where is my liner? Okay, I'm trying to end this video and do whatever it is I need to do when I get that liner. Then when I finally line the eye, the video will be over. I don't know what's going on here. Damn it, where is this liner? Oh yeah. What the hell is this liner? Okay, so I'm having a difficult time trying to be able to find my liner. When I find my liner, then that's gonna be a part 2 of the video when I do my costume and my makeup. So don't forget to like and comment, subscribe. When I'm gonna do a part 2 of this video with adding the liner and then for the colors in. So tune back in, because I'm still not completely finished and I need to find my liner. I'm sorry about that, but we're still in the process of doing this. So when I find my dark liner, then I'll come back and do a part 2. Thank you.